Okay, so you're busy.
Yeah,
We're all busy these days, right?
that's true.
But you are serious about building muscle and strength.
Absolutely.
So how do we make the most of our time at the gym?
That is the question, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
That's what this deep dive is all about.
Right.
We are tackling 3-day full body workout routines.
Love it.
And
Yep.
honestly, some of the stuff we uncovered is
Oh, yeah.
eye-opening.
Some great stuff out there.
From all these expert articles,
For sure.
sample workout plans,
Mm-hmm.
we even get a peek into a program that's designed to maximize gains.
Nice.
So get ready to learn why more isn't always better when it comes to working out,
Less is more sometimes.
and how working out smarter, not longer, can get you
Yeah.
better results.
I like that working out smarter, not longer.
Yeah.
There's a lot of science that backs this up.
Yeah.
It's fascinating how it's not just about, like, lifting heavy things, you know?
Right.
It's about understanding how your body responds to training and recovery.
Exactly. It's like a strategy game,
Yeah,
not just brute force.
totally. Yeah.
So let's unpack this a little.
Okay.
Why are full body routines so effective,
Mm-hmm.
especially for busy people?
Well, think about it.
Okay.
With a full body routine, you're hitting all your major muscle groups
Yeah.
in each session.
Okay.
That's incredibly efficient, especially if you're only making it to the gym a few times a week.
Right.
Gym Geek really emphasizes that point.
Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
But I always thought you had to like isolate muscle groups
Mhm.
to really see results.
Right.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
chest day, leg day,
Classic.
that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's a common misconception.
Okay.
And Muscle Evo and Gym Geek both cite studies
Okay.
that challenge that idea.
Interesting.
It turns out training a muscle group 2 to 3 times a week actually leads to faster muscle growth
Oh, wow.
than hitting it just once
Okay.
because of something called muscle protein synthesis.
Okay, break that down for me.
Okay, so muscle protein synthesis.
Think of it like this.
Right.
When you work out, you're actually creating these tiny tears in your muscle fibers.
Okay,
Muscle protein synthesis is your body's way of repairing those tears,
gotcha.
making the muscle fibers bigger and stronger in the process.
Just rebuilding.
It's rebuilding.
Okay.
But here's the kicker. That repair process can take up to 48 hours.
Wow.
So Gym Geek really highlights that maximizing muscle protein synthesis
Mm-hmm.
within that 48-hour window is key.
Interesting.
So it's not just about training hard, it's also about timing your workouts
Yeah.
and your nutrition to take full advantage of that growth phase.
So if you're constantly hammering the same muscles every day,
Yeah,
you're actually interrupting that growth process.
exactly. Muscles need time to recover and rebuild.
Okay.
And that's why, as the full body workout routine article points out,
Mhm.
this type of workout is ideal for beginners.
Really, I always thought that full body routines were too basic
Yeah.
for serious lifters.
Not necessarily.
Beginners need less volume,
Yeah.
fewer sets and reps to stimulate muscle growth.
Okay.
They adapt quickly,
Hmm.
and full body workouts let them hit each muscle group multiple times a week without overdoing it.
So it's building a good foundation.
It is. It's like building a solid foundation before adding more complex structures.
Okay, so we're hitting those muscles more frequently,
Yeah,
but with less volume each time.
exactly.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
can you really build serious muscle
Yeah,
with just 3 workouts a week?
absolutely.
Okay.
But there's a crucial element we can't overlook.
Okay.
Diet.
Of course.
Muscle Evo is very clear about this. You can't build muscle out of thin air.
Right.
You need to be in a calorie surplus,
Okay.
meaning you're eating more calories than you burn.
Yeah.
And you need enough protein to provide the building blocks for those muscles.
So you're lifting to create the stimulus for growth
Yeah,
and then eating to actually fuel that growth.
exactly. It's like a 1-2 punch.
It is.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I'm curious about the actual structure of these workouts.
Okay.
Muscle Evo lays out a pretty standard 3-day split.
Mm-hmm.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yep.
What should those workouts look like?
That's where things get interesting.
Okay.
And where the concept of progressive overload comes in.
Right.
Both Muscle Evo and Athlean X are big on this.
Progressive overload. That sounds intense.
It's simpler than it sounds.
Okay.
It just means you need to consistently challenge your muscles to get stronger.
Okay.
So Muscle Evo suggests a simple trick.
Okay.
If you can hit 12 reps on your last set of squats
Yeah.
for 3 workouts in a row, it's time to bump that weight up.
Oh.
It's a clear sign that your body has adapted and it's ready for a new challenge.
So don't just go through the motions.
And don't just go through the motions.
Keep pushing those boundaries.
Exactly.
All right. So we're training 3 times a week.
Yep.
Focusing on progressive overload.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the exercises themselves?
Yeah.
These articles mention a pretty diverse range.
Right.
Squats, deadlifts, presses, rows, the whole shebang.
Exactly. And there's a reason for that variety.
Okay.
But before we get into specific exercises,
Yeah.
Athlean X and Set for Set make a great point about prioritizing compound movements. These are exercises that work multiple muscle groups at the same time.
Okay.
Think squats, deadlifts, bench presses.
Mm-hmm.
They're efficient, they burn more calories, and they translate better to real-life activities.
So it's about functional strength.
Yes.
Not just building mirror muscles.
You got it.
Okay.
And Muscle Evo adds another important point.
Okay.
Varying your exercises is crucial for overall muscle development.
Okay.
You're hitting muscles from different angles,
Yeah.
stimulating them in different ways,
Okay.
and avoiding plateaus.
Gotcha.
Don't be afraid to switch things up.
I like that, keeping your body guessing.
Exactly.
But all this hard work
Yeah.
makes me wonder, how important is rest in this whole equation?
Rest is absolutely crucial. We've talked about the science of muscle growth, but there's a sneaky culprit that could be sabotaging your gains,
Oh, no.
even with the perfect routine.
Uh-oh.
After a quick break, we're uncovering the hidden importance of rest and recovery. So let's talk recovery. It's like the secret sauce,
Okay.
that can make or break your results.
Okay, I'm all ears because it seems like everybody's always talking about
Yeah.
the next killer workout, but recovery often gets overlooked.
And that's a big mistake.
Yeah.
You see, building muscle isn't just about how hard you train.
Mm-hmm.
It's also about giving your body the time and resources it needs to rebuild and get stronger.
So what are some of the biggest recovery mistakes that people make? Aside from not getting enough sleep, of course.
Well, one common misconception
Yeah.
is that rest means being totally inactive.
Okay.
But Set for Set highlights the importance of active recovery on your rest days.
Okay.
So think like light cardio, walking, stretching, anything that gets your blood flowing and helps those muscles recover without adding more stress.
So it's not about being a couch potato.
Yo.
It's about moving your body in a way that promotes healing.
Exactly.
I like that.
And when it comes to those full body workouts,
Yeah?
Muscle Evo stresses the importance of adequate rest between sets,
Okay.
especially for heavy compound movements.
So no rushing through the workout just to check it off the list.
Right, give those muscles a chance to catch their breath before hitting them again.
Makes sense.
And here's where Muscle Evo offers a really clever time-saving strategy.
Okay.
Paired sets.
Paired sets.
They suggest alternating between exercises that target opposing muscle groups.
Okay.
So you might do a set of bench presses, then immediately follow it with a set of lat pull-downs. That way one muscle group is working while the other is resting.
So I can shorten my workouts and potentially get better results.
It's like a 2-for-1 deal.
I like that.
I'm going to try that.
It's a fantastic way to make the most of your time.
And it ties into a broader point that Athlean X makes.
Yep.
Thinking in terms of movement patterns rather than individual muscles.
Okay, break that down for me.
Instead of saying like, oh, I need to work my biceps today.
Right.
Think about the movement patterns your biceps are involved in.
Okay.
Pulling.
Good.
So you might choose exercises like pull-ups, rows, bicep curls.
Okay.
These all work the biceps, but from different angles and with different levels of intensity.
Yeah.
This ensures balanced development and helps prevent overuse injuries.
So you're training your body as a whole system, not just isolated parts.
Exactly.
That's a good way to look at it.
And that brings us to the exciting world of exercise selection.
Right?
All of our sources showcase a variety of exercises,
Yeah.
but with a clear emphasis on compound movement.
Compound movement.
You know, the classic squats, deadlifts, presses, rows.
Athlean X calls those like the foundational movement pattern.
They are.
Right,
They're
right.
like the building blocks of any effective strength training program.
Yeah.
And for good reason, compound movements engage multiple muscle groups at the same time,
Yeah.
leading to greater overall muscle activation and calorie expenditure.
It's more functional.
Yeah,
You know, it's not just about looking good.
Right.
It's about being able to like move your body effectively
absolutely.
in real life situations.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
Now, while we're on the topic of exercises,
Yeah.
I have to ask about a few of the more unique ones
Okay.
mentioned in the articles.
Right.
Set for Set is a big fan of hip thrusts.
Hip thrusts.
Okay.
Have you tried those?
I've seen people doing them at the gym.
Yeah.
They look a little intimidating.
Don't be scared.
Okay.
Hip thrusts are a phenomenal exercise for targeting the glutes,
Oh, okay.
which are often underdeveloped,
Yeah.
especially if you spend a lot of time sitting.
Right.
And strong glutes are key for athletic performance posture and even preventing lower back pain.
So hip thrusts are going on my to-try list.
They should be.
What else caught your eye? Well, Athlean-X is all about farmer's carries.
Farmer's carries, I've tried those.
Yeah.
They're harder than they look.
Right.
And I always get some strange looks at the gym.
It's like people have never seen someone just walking with weights before.
I know, it's so weird.
But don't let the simplicity fool you.
Okay.
Farmer's carries build serious grip strength, core stability, and overall work capacity.
Wow.
Plus, they're a mental challenge.
Yeah.
It's a great way to test your grit.
Speaking of testing your grit,
Yeah.
let's talk about pushing past those mental hurdles.
Okay.
I think we've all been there.
We have.
Lack of motivation, time constraints,
Yeah.
maybe even fear of the gym.
Sure.
What are some strategies for overcoming those challenges?
Well, Set for Set has some fantastic advice.
Okay.
Find activities you genuinely enjoy.
Yeah.
If you dread going to the gym, you're less likely to stick with it.
Right.
Experiment with different types of exercise.
Okay.
Find what sparks your interest.
Mm-hmm.
And make it fun and celebrate those small wins along the way.
Okay. Don't just focus on the end goal.
Right.
Acknowledge your progress.
Right.
And give yourself credit for showing up and putting in the work.
It's all about building that positive momentum.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, before we move on to the final part of our deep dive,
Okay.
I want to pose a question to you, our listener.
Okay.
What are your biggest obstacles
Yeah.
when it comes to working out consistently?
What gets in the way?
What gets in the way?
Yeah.
Take a moment to think about that, and we'll be right back to tackle some common misconceptions and share tips for building a workout routine that truly fits your life.
All right. So let's talk about those workout roadblocks.
Yeah.
We've all hit that wall at some point,
We have.
whether it's lack of motivation or just struggling to fit it all in to our busy schedules.
It's tough.
It is.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest hurdles, I think, is this misconception that full body routines are only for beginners.
Right. Like you have to graduate to split routines
Exactly.
if you want to see serious results, if you want to get serious.
Yeah. But Muscle Evo sets the record straight on that one.
Okay.
They point out that even advanced lifters, especially those focused on strength gains, can benefit from the frequency and efficiency of full body training.
So it's not about your experience level. It's about matching your training style to your goals.
Exactly.
I like that.
Now, the full body workout routine article does mention that if your sole focus is maximizing muscle size, you know, that bodybuilder physique.
Yeah, to get jacked.
Yeah.
To get totally ripped.
A full body routine might not be the most effective path.
Okay.
It can be tricky to pack in enough volume to really stimulate maximum muscle growth within each session.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
If you're trying to really push those limits, you might need a different approach.
Right. But for most people with goals, like building strength, improving overall fitness, developing a solid base of muscle, full body routines can be incredibly effective.
Okay.
And let's be honest, the time-saving aspect is a huge win for busy people.
Absolutely. And speaking of fitting workouts into a hectic life, what about the myth
Oh, yeah?
that you need a fancy gym membership or tons of equipment to get a good workout?
That's another one that Muscle Evo tackles head on.
Okay.
They even provide examples of effective full body workouts that you can do at home with just dumbbells.
Oh, wow.
Or even just your own body weight.
Okay.
You know, the pandemic really showed us that you can get creative and still see results outside of a traditional gym setting.
No more excuses.
No more excuses.
But even with the perfect workout plan, sometimes the biggest hurdle is mental.
Oh, yeah, it's all mental.
How do we stay motivated and stick with it when life gets crazy?
So motivation can be tricky.
Yeah.
But Set for Set offers a great piece of advice.
Okay.
Find activities you genuinely enjoy.
I won't like that.
It sounds simple, but if you hate running, don't force yourself to run.
Right.
There's so many ways to move your body, explore, experiment, and find something that brings you joy.
I love that, turning exercise into a source of pleasure, not punishment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And don't underestimate the power of small wins.
Okay.
Celebrate those milestones, whether it's hitting a new personal best on a lift, finally mastering that yoga pose, or simply showing up consistently for a month straight.
It's all about building positive momentum.
It is. It's all about building positive momentum.
All right, let's revisit those sample workout plans we've been discussing.
Okay.
They're awesome resources.
They are.
But it's important to emphasize that they're just starting points, right?
Absolutely.
And a framework.
Yeah. One of the most beautiful things about fitness is that it's a journey of self-discovery.
Okay.
Muscle Evo's plan is a great framework.
Yeah.
But remember, you are the architect of your own physique.
I like that.
Don't be afraid to swap out exercises.
Okay.
Try different rep ranges or even adjust the training split itself based on how your body responds.
So it's an ongoing process of experimentation.
Exactly.
And refinement.
There's no one-size-fits-all approach.
No one-size-fits-all?
It's what makes it so exciting.
I like that.
And as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you, our listener, with this thought.
Okay.
What if you could design a hybrid approach?
Oh.
Blending the efficiency of full body with the targeted intensity of a split routine.
Wow.
It's something to ponder as you continue exploring your own fitness journey.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah.
So a customized approach?
Yeah.
That takes the best of both worlds.
Exactly.
Well, we've given you the knowledge, the tools, and hopefully the inspiration to level up your workouts.
We have.
Now it's time to take action. Start small.
Yeah.
Be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
And most importantly, enjoy the process.
Absolutely.
If you have any questions or want to share your own fitness insights, leave us a comment on the website.
We'd love to hear from you.
Until next time, keep diving deep.